What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about if you're a free-to-play player, what's the best way to progress, and then kind of compare it to what the values are, So let's talk about value of things, right? So first and foremost, if you're progressing, eventually True Gold is going to be the biggest kind of hiccup that you have, most likely. A regular pack for True Gold is selling about $15 for $5, so you're looking about $3 for each piece of True Gold. You go here and you got this True Gold value pack or whatever, and then you're up to like 30 for $5, right? But frankly, those are the worst deals you can get. Like the weekly card right here is the best. Like you get 20 off the bat for $5, and plus you get 12 more for every week, so that's like 104 for $5. It just takes 7 days to get them. But every time you buy them, you get that 20. So for instance, like right now they're trying to push this deal right here where it's like, oh, you get 600 True Gold for 100, whatever. Well, if I spend $100 over here on this monthly pack, I get 400, right? So I get 400 off the bat, and then for like the next 20 weeks, I get 120, I get 12 every day. So add a zero to that, it's a much better deal going this way, because you're gonna get like 104 a week for 20 weeks. So you're looking at like 2,000 something True Gold, right? Way better deal. But there's a lot of ways to get it without doing this. Like if you're free to play and you're just trying to get like True Gold the best way to do it is just do everything that they tell you to do. Like every day I'm doing these daily events, right? So here I'm going to get 5 True Gold. I'll get some Mythic Expedition, those things, right? And then over here I get 5 more True Gold, more Mythic Conquest things, So a lot of good stuff up here in the dailies. Dailies are a really good way to make sure that you're going to just get stuff for free, essentially. Because if you look at that, like 5, that's pretty good value right there for free every day. Then you go over to Conquest, the Watchtower events. I've already done mine for the day, but each one of those is going to give you like maybe 1 or 2 True Gold. That's a good deal. Arena is going to give you some stuff there too. And then, you're doing these charms things every day. This is going to give you some stuff. In fact, I still got to do that. Nope, I already finished that off for the day. But you can see, like, this is going to give you a lot of stuff for your pets, which gives you a lot of power and whatnot. And overall, this is really the best thing to do is just follow what they're telling you to do. Like, you go to the events, right now we're in Kingdom Power, right? So let's just look what we got going on right now. This officer project for acceptance. I just did the bare minimum, right? Because this is the one day before KVK. I didn't want to spend all my stuff on that, so did the bare minimum. Here I am getting like 16 charm designs, five of these. Good stuff there. Caesar's Fury, 54 True Gold. So what's the value of that, If you're looking at it, it's like $10 right there. These mythic shards, those are expensive. Those like, I think 50 cents each or so. I'm thinking 22 hours. Like, do the events. This Alliance Championship, this is where you're going to get all of your shards and stuff. Like here, you get these points, right? And you get a lot of points. But then you go down to your shop over here. And look, 18,000. You can get like 10,000 satin, like 100 threads. You get all this stuff. Great deal. Swordland, another great event. Like, people don't do this one enough. I don't understand why. But here you're going to get charms, charm designs, charm guides, threads, satin, all that good stuff. And then if you're talking about Bear, like, Bear is a great one. Like, if you look at Bear, we just did that today. So, like, here's me. Like, I got 10 Forge Hammers, 2 the XPs, and then I got an extra Forge Hammer, extra XP. That I get every other day, right? If I'm doing my events, I'm doing every other day. You're looking at like 155 Forge Hammers a month. Great deal. And plus, look at this loot. 27.7 million of each of these, 5.5 million of stone, 1.3 million of iron. Crazy. So all these things that they have you do are just really, really important to do if you're free to play. This is how you're going to progress the fastest. In fact, in our alliance right now, some of our top guys are in fact essentially free to play. Like this dude right here, let's see, Overlord Papa. He's pretty much free to play. I mean, he spends a little bit here and there, but he's free to play. But he hits his events like every damn day. 63.7 million. And this is like, I spend on mine, so I'm like twice as high as he, but like he's done very well. Same with Cookie, or the Madam. She's also free to play. She's been a little absent lately, but she does really well too. Abby's free to play, but Papa's probably the one that is the best at being free to play because he's hitting every event, right? So don't think that just because you're free to play, you can't play on the highest level of this game. You may never be a rally starter, but you could still play these things quite well. Also, the other simple things, make sure you're going here, make sure you're clicking your island. This gives you huge bonuses. Like, I'm still waiting on my last one, but 5% lethality for your squad, 5% lethality for your health, like, those are huge. Like, all these things are really big. And then pets recently, when the pets came out, those things were just like, for the value, you were getting big changes in those. Like, look at this. I spent a little bit on this, but not much of anything. I'm getting 30% attack squad, 30% attack defense. Like, these are crazy numbers. So if you start comparing that, things like let's look at my charms, right? Let's say the next charm I have to get is gonna be 300 charm divine and 120 charm guides, probably in the ballpark of $50 if you're spending money, right? What do I get for that? 5% archer lethality, 5% archer health. I mean, those are the most important stats, but compared to like what you're gonna get from pets or other things, it's just not that great. And then if you look at research, that's another thing. Like, research, I'm gonna hit hard tomorrow, but just take a look at this. Like, 1.5 million, 1.5 million, 310, and you're getting cavalry up to 5%, right? And it's taking 3 days. That's a great deal. Some of these other ones, even these bigger ones, I mean, don't worry about that one. That's 13 days, kind of a long time, but let's see, go up here. Like 5 days, you're getting almost 5% infantry defense for free. So research is another one you really want to hit. And if you start hitting, like, if I was free to play, I'd be really focusing on saving up my speed ups for research. I'd be doing it for the pets currently, and then just the charms and the threads and the sat and all that kind of stuff. Just do it as it goes. With your Viking events, with your Swordland events, all that kind of stuff. That's how you're going to progress. And personally, I would avoid farming if you're free to play. It gets you some stuff, and sometimes you can find little dudes that aren't going to take much of your stuff, but you got to realize, like, these troops are expensive, man. These troops are freaking expensive. I don't remember how much these things cost, but let's see. Yeah, it's not telling me, but essentially I train like 900 or so at a time, and it's like, it's got to be millions or a million more, so it's not cheap. So anyway, that's my breakdown of how to progress the best as free to play, and then kind of a breakdown of what to focus on